What if, at the most fundamental level of reality, you were unkillable? To explore this, we'll need to run a thought experiment. It begins with something terrifying, a nuclear bomb.
But this isn't science fiction. It's a consequence of our most successful physical theory. To understand why, we need to compare our everyday world with the hidden quantum world.
In our world, cause and effect are simple. Kick a marble 10 times the same way, it lands in the same spot.
But if you kick an electron the same way, 10 times, it appears in 10 different locations.
Randomness. At the smallest scale of reality, the concept of randomness is not an exception. It is the rule.
And simplified, its answer is profoundly weirder than we can imagine. It makes your existence a question.
A quantum particle is not a tiny marble. It's a shapeshifter, a diffuse thing we call a wave. But this is not a wave of matter or of energy. It is a wave of probability. It's an immaterial essence that only tells us the chance of finding the particle in a certain state. Probability wave of our electron is therefore 80% in the living room and 20% in the kitchen.
What's annoying is that this story of probability works insanely well. It's a perfect predictive tool.
It explains everything from information passing through microchips to the atoms fusing in the core of a star.
All our other scientific stories give us a mental picture: the solid iron core of Earth, or the elastic fabric of space.
But a wave of probability? What is that even supposed to look like? What is the electron?
If our successful story doesn't describe the electron itself, what is it describing? Scientists have been debating the meaning of the quantum story for over a century, forming two popular schools of thought.
We'll call them the linguists and the literary critics.
Shut up and calculate.
Whether electrons are tiny marbles, clouds, or Detective Pikachu is missing the point.
All you can do is run experiments. Physics is about results, not creating mental pictures for us.
Follow the grammar. Use the probability wave to calculate things. Ignore the plot.
No! Read between the lines! There is a hidden meaning here!
They are convinced that the universe is an infinitely complex quantum state.
If the electron's wave is split 80% to 20% between your living room and kitchen,
That means the electron itself is split. 4 versions go to the living room, 1 to the kitchen.
But it isn't just the electron.
4 of them see the electron in the living room, 1 in the kitchen. Each of these versions are equally real.
They all exist at this moment in your house.
But they can't communicate or interact in any way. They are totally invisible to each other.
Which means whoever you are right now, you are just one of your versions experiencing just one thing. Another world exists when didn't.
Stop it! If these worlds can't interact, we can't check whether they exist!
This is not science. It is an unverified hypothesis. So please, shut up and calculate.
But to do it, you'll have to die a few hundred times. And maybe prove that you are immortal.
The ultimate experiment. All we need are 2 electron detectors connected to a device in your living room.
If the detector in your living room is activated, the nuclear bomb explodes instantly. If the one in the kitchen is activated, you're safe. The electron is the key to your fate.
Now sit on the nuke and have your brave assistant shoot the electron gun.
There are 2 ways this can go: an 80% chance you die and a 20% chance you survive.
Beep! Oh, lucky you! The electron landed in the kitchen. You survived the first shot.
Let's try once more. And once again. And another 100 times.
Beep, 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 beep. The electron continues to land on the tiny 20%.
If there is only one universe, you'll die fairly soon. The high probability will catch up to you.
Sooner rather than later, the electron will trigger the nuke, and you'll be instantly vaporized. End of story.
But if the many worlds interpretation is true, then every time the gun is shot, 5 versions of you are created. And 4 versions instantly die, never knowing what happened. Only one of your versions is alive.
And there is only one thing you, as this specific, continuing version, can ever experience: your survival.
It doesn't matter how many times you try. From your perspective, you will survive every single time.
At first, it will seem like luck, but at some point, your luck will become near impossible.
The odds of survival.
Yes, you killed hundreds of versions of yourself in other branches.
Okay, well, all that might be a bit overwhelming. Let's break down the consequences.
The cosmic secret means that if every possible quantum process always happens in some branch,
There's always a you that gets insanely lucky. A version that defies the probabilities. A tumor starts, but a cosmic ray kills it before it spreads. A 1 in a billion quantum chance. A washing machine falls from a roof. A seemingly inevitable, high probability end.
So, should you start wingsuit flying today? Does this give you a license for recklessness?
Well, not so fast. For every version of you that survives, bazillions don't.
And all those versions of you are just as real as you are right now. If you care about the current version of yourself, you should care just as much about all the versions.
In other words, if you see a washing machine falling, better move away and save as many of your versions as you can.
There is a deep existential reason to choose safety, even with the promise of quantum immortality.
While the many worlds interpretation feels beautiful and elegant, remember that it doesn't make it true. So far, no literary critic has sat on a nuke to risk being wrong. The ultimate proof is still theoretical.
If the shut up and calculate people are right, there is just one world, and the stakes are absolute. If the washing machine hits you, your single version is done for. The end.
But wouldn't this be nice to know? If the many worlds idea is true,
Then no matter how unlucky you get, you will always know that somewhere
Quantum mechanics is an amazing tool, not just for technology, but to explore different versions of our ultimate reality.
The choice is between the lonely clarity of a single, finite universe, where every risk is absolute, every outcome is final, and the story has a last page.
or the overwhelming richness of infinite branching, where your story never truly ends, just multiplies.
We are, perhaps, not just one person, but a collective of selves, linked by a single quantum origin.
The beauty of MWI lies in its narrative power. It uses the rules we know to tell a
The power of shut up and calculate lies in its utility. It gives us the tools to build the future, regardless of the plot.
But until we know which story is true, one thing is certain. We are the only version that we can ever directly help.
We must act for the you that is here, for the you that sees this world right now, to save your future branches.
A quantum fluke is not a license for recklessness, but a reminder of the fragility and value of this specific branch.
We can never know all the bazillions of quantum versions of ourselves. We should at least make sure that this version has the fullest, clearest, most informed view of the horizon.
The universe is always splitting, and a version of you is always. But for us, the challenge remains to cherish the only certainty we have, this singular, precious life. A single life in a single world, or an infinite collection of stories. We are here now.
And that is a cosmic secret worth knowing, a profound question that shapes our understanding of life.
Whether by impossible luck or quantum certainty, your existence is the most remarkable thing in the cosmos.
We stand on the edge of a choice. To calculate our way forward.
From a single point of quantum mystery, everything we know and everything we could be has emerged.
Respect the grammar and the rules that build the stable foundation of the world we see.
And cherish the impossible, beautiful story it tells of a universe that never lets a possibility die. We are all participants in the grandest experiment of all, existence itself, tested by quantum mechanics.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and always, always remember the impossible odds that allow you to be here.
Because somewhere, right now, a version of you